Hey everyone, it's Chris Nicolaysen, attorney over at Springs Law Group. And today I wanted to talk about the idea or what we run into at times of actual clients who are not wearing their seatbelt when they're injured in a car accident or a car crash, and how you go about how that not only affects your case, but what the law is in regards to seatbelt use here in Colorado. So I've got it pulled up here, and under Colorado Revised Statute 42-4, 237, Section 2, it states that every driver of and every front seat passenger in a motor vehicle equipped with a safety belt system shall wear a fastenated safety belt while the motor vehicle is being operated on a street or highway in this state. So in the state of Colorado, you have to wear a seatbelt if you are a driver of a vehicle or if you're a front seat passenger. It's a law. And so that's the statute or the law that I just cited right there. So now then in our realm, if you're the person who is not at fault, but you're not wearing your seatbelt and you're hit, crashed into, you're in a collision, what then happens? How does that affect your case? And so what happens then is it's not as clear cut. So now the fact that you are not wearing a seatbelt, and it is a law, it can become an affirmative defense for the defense. So for the other side. And where now they can argue that, but for you not wearing your seatbelt, you could have prevented a lot of your injuries, or they would not have been as severe. Because statistically speaking, your injuries will be much more severe when you are not wearing your seatbelt. And we've seen that quite often, going from soft tissue injuries to injuries that can be much, much more severe, such as broken bones, scarring, glass, things like that. And so in the state of Colorado, it's definitely an affirmative defense too, to get rid of or for the plaintiff to not be able to use pain and suffering damages or collect on those. And so that would be an extra fight that would have to be made. But it would be an argument on the defense side that the defense would say to a jury, you now are not able to collect on pain and suffering because you weren't wearing your seatbelt, because your injuries would have been less severe, or you could have prevented that yourself if you had followed the law, which is to wear your seatbelt. So just something to think about whenever you're thinking about it. And it states too on any major street. So even if you're just, me, I'll take a trip, 1 or 2 minutes down to the gas station or to the fast food place down the road, put your seatbelt on, because that alone, if you're in an accident, then wouldn't those 2 seconds of, putting your seatbelt on, it'll save you, one, from severity of injuries, but number two, you still then have the ability to go through and collect, with ease, pain and suffering damages in those non-economics. So that's one thing, follow the law, but also there's ways then too that it's more beneficial, not only for your health and safety, but also for your case as a whole from a personal injury side. So those are my thoughts for today. Hope everybody's having a good day, and we will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye now.